And here we are. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Lilia is generally a little bit lower stakes than in Italy, because I've always seen these games for me, and Italy feels so feast or famine, where if she takes off, if she gets the ball rolling, as she often does in things like the LPL, it's great. Whereas Lilia at least always has that CC to fall back on to make sure that she's always relevant. But as I'm rambling about Lilia, we've already got a Gragas and a Twisted Fate now locked in.
Yeah, TF is quite a strong champion in terms of global, but the Gragas is the most interesting, because the Gragas is good into the Renekton, but it's also a flex, so that could go to the support later on if they want to go for something like the Na later on in the draft, or counter-pick support, or anything along those lines. So let's see what Mad Lions want to pick up here. I'm expecting a mid lane. I think things like the Jace could work well, or the Tristana, just an AD mid. G2 early picked the Gragas, and now they've gone for the Alistar, so they've kept the Gragas.
Anyone who is not a carry is always going to be those Lucidity boots, but now we see a little bit of a trade here on the bottom side. Phase Rush proc, but Mickey CC'd for so long that it might not matter. They're running away, Elio over the wall. Oh, the flash! Flashing the seed there, that has to feel bad. And here we go, Prancing Pony, Bambi, where's it at? But buying a little bit more time, does manage to get the stun down, punting him back. Oh no, Elio, this is not how you want to start this. Trying to move through.
Oh, Mickey!
Sidestep. Mickey! The dancing shoes, this man can absolutely not be touched. Karzi's flashing forward. How many more times are they going to be embarrassed? Mickey finally goes down. Humanoid now a part of the party, but Mad Lions finally get the kill.
Just crisp, you know, he just saw the Jin W, instantly sidesteps it ready. But he does eventually die in the end because Humanoid moves down. And there's another fight in the river.
Well, that thought. Gold card now coming in, but that's going to be one sleepy Olaf. Early ultimate now going to be forced out here, but that is not going to make him unkillable. Certainly looking stoppable now. Olaf has been taken down. Humanoid bouncing, looking for the reset. Swirl Seed going in, but there's not going to be any follow-up. Humanoid and the rest of Mad Lions.
I think Mad can't really respond, but they can defend their bot side jungle vision. You see them stopping G2 from being able to push up. So they managed to get the Herald. They're going back to normal lanes, and they didn't lose too much deep vision. So side here. But TF's actually ulting top.
Going all the way in. Renekton very strong, but they're trying to burst through before we get any healing down coming in. One empowered ability is going to come out. Ormod, is it enough? No. Conqueror proc, but too little too late. Wonder going to grab that one.
Now, what can Mad Lions do? There's a cross map that they need to make here. Is it going to be mid? Are they going to Herald mid and try and force something here? Because every time someone does a play on one side of the map, you have to cross map or do something yourself. So they're going to pop the Herald. The Demolish comes out from Humanoid. I'm not sure if they're going to get the full tower, but they're definitely going to get the majority of it and the platings, which is key.
Absolutely. Just in time as well. About a minute away from those tower plates falling away. Grabbing the tower. Massive. But now Mickey X trying to get the fight started. But the input buffer now comes through. Does not quite work out for Humanoid, though. Gale Force still coming in. 80 carries. So incredibly mobile. Humanoid still alive. But that is a gore drinker Olaf, baby. He is going to tear through your team. Karzi has to run for the hills. The entire Mad Lions lineup has to pull back to peel for Karzi for now. And goes down on the backside as Wonder has once again taken down Armut. Just like
they both want to fight this dragon. So you can see Armut's moved down. All five are hovering around as Kaiser engages.
But for the follow-up, but this is going to be very difficult. Immediately now can get the Sivir ultimate, and they're pulling back. Karzi forced shot there. Wonder, that was clean mechanical play right there. The rest of G2 now pulling back. Armut can leap in, but has to be careful. It's a DPS check up against that Olaf. And I don't know if he wins this one, but it looks like he just might. The double dash out to safety. Humanoid leaping forward, looking to get one. Now there's the Cloud burst forward, looking to get a second jump in there. Wonder simply next on the list. That's the double kill coming in for Elyoya and the dragon to follow.
G2 just went way too deep. You saw there was a bit of a confusing 3 or 4 seconds there. You know, Kaiser throws the ult, Mickey throws the ult. They're both just staring at each other. Who's going to engage first? Wunder tries to pull the trigger, Karzi flashes out, and then Wunder and Mickey X were just way too deep, and then the rest of G2, they just couldn't help them. So Mad Lions actually picking up 3 kills there, and they're going to get the dragon, they're going to get a 1k gold lead, and they might be able to get the spot tower as well.
This is big, and this is what we talked about, Humanoid in the sideline. Definitely not how we expected it to look, but now that he has taken up home in that sideline, he should shut through this tower pretty quickly, as well as the Raptor camp being stolen away. So again, big advantage is going over to Mad Lion. No longer these.
Whichever team gets the most vision for either side can basically be the one that's pushing. You can see Mad Lions have full bot side vision, so Humanoid's kind of pushing up to the tier 2 at 17 minutes. So he's playing super aggressive, and he's jumping in.
Mickey going through, doesn't quite get the input buffer. Immediate kill. I guess he already used the rocket jump. He couldn't just leap out.
Okay, well, want to give up this mid push, or does he want to stay around and try to get this tower on the next wave?
And I think the big thing that we have to keep our eye on, especially is Rekkles too, as he gets about to hit level 11.
Fight.
Ghost now coming out. Gold card will land. Some good resistances coming in, but still a lot of damage down on the Kaiser. Opting to keep this fight going. Okay, that's the follow-up. That's going to be the immediate kill. Huge chunk of damage now coming in. The second those resistances from Leona equipped.
Not too much armor across the board, so should be fine for now in terms of the mid game, but once the game gets later and later, they are going to struggle more and more to get some more damage out if Elyoya doesn't get the damage in his Wonder.
That was Renekton W, by the way, that hit Wonder. You might not notice that.
If they need it.
Because of
Wonder wants it.
He is going in for more. Does miss the ulti, though, a little bit awkward there. Armut has some decent healing, of course, going to be reduced here by the Bramble Vest. Can look to dash over, and
He's gonna dash
Blast
over the wall.
Cone is respawning. Oh, no, that's not fair. League of Legends, please. Oh, Wonder goes in. A 1, a 2. The stun under tower is going to walk him down. Big man going to bring it home. Wonder gets the kill on a moot.
That was a long chase. I think he expected Caps to ult in there when he flashed over the wall, but Caps is focusing on the dragon, and the 1v1, yeah, Wonder's just got too much cooldown reduction. He just keeps spamming his E. It's on such a low cooldown every time he hits it, so chase him down as Humanoid knocks away Mickey like he did on the dragon area. But I think Rekkles has just been quietly farming this game. We haven't seen too much of him, but he's 30 CS up. He's super strong on the Sivir 2 items, and it's like he's the late game insurance for G2, you know. No matter how many mistakes G2 make or how many fights they take, it doesn't really matter if Rekkles is just scaling up and the game's progressively even, because Mad Lions don't have too much.
There we go.
3-man pulverize.
Olaf definitely looking really strong, as they're now just going to mow through the entire Mad Lions lineup. They push the trigger, pull the trigger rather, and they get things started. Humanoid with a clean sidestep there to get out. And
Knock up, and they managed to take down Karzi and Elyoya. No jungler, no Baron for you. So yeah, I think G2 is going to pick up the Baron here. They're going to be able to reset, and they should be able to start pushing these tier 2s and tier 3s into Mad Lions' base. And I just don't see enough scaling on the side of Mad Lions to be able to contest this G2 comp.
And I just think at the end of the day, now that we're at a position in the game where G2 are even, or in this...
Go for the dive. It's almost like a 1-4 here, except they're dropping top side. And they can always turn and burn towards the dragon whenever they want. It's up in 30 seconds. That would be their third dragon. So Mickey gets engaged on.
A little bit of damage here, but Phase Rush Alistar, along with having the ultimate, is essentially unkillable. They do manage to find the follow-up CC as the ult starts to fade away. He could just go down here. Mickey is going to get dropped, overcommitting on the play there. But now, Yanko's barreling forward. Wonder throwing a barrel of his own into the mix. Rekkles going to grab one back, but...
Sleepy.
Fight stalls for just a brief moment. Cap's going to ult in just to kind of threaten, just to push Mad Lions back as he will break this inhibitor tower alongside the rest of his team. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Of course, now just trying to stall out. Don't want to put G2 in a position to get soul point here, but Wonder now coming in over the flank. Caps with a gold card ready. Mad Lions playing relatively safe. That one's going to fall away. TP now coming in, however. Mad Lions setting up with the current call, getting lower.
Whoa, Rekkles stole it!
No!
What?
Oh no, certainly an unlucky game for Mad Lions, as now Mickey is in the midst of the entire team. Kaiser just goes to the back line and gets popped. Mad Lions on the retreat now. Gold card coming in. Caps the flash forward. Will still stun up Humanoid on the way down. He's going to be forced to cleanse out. Elyoya exhausted and taken down. Olaf does not care about the damage coming through for Mad Lions. Finally, the Ragnarok falls away, and that means the Buster Shot can knock the rest of the team back. But Karzi down. Rekkles going to grab another arm with the midst of the entire team. But ooh, he's massive. That Gore Drinker's going to be big, trying to buy a bit more space. But there's just two beefy boys right in front of him, and the Croc got nothing left. Wow, G2 Esports.
That's an ace for G2. They've got
now we've seen the second you give G2 an advantage, just like every other year we've seen this lineup, they do not let you back in this game. And Humanoid now, no cleanse from the previous fight, means that he's going to be in trouble. But Kaiser going to try to save the day. Rekkles now dominating as he manages to snipe that one away. Good damage now coming through. G2 making this look more like a victory lap than a late game. 16-6 going to be the kill score. 3 Drakes. We've also now got 22 stacks on the Medjais.
Caps is famous for Medjais. And he TP's in. Humanoid didn't really expect the amount of move speed coming out from Caps. Mickey was behind. They get the kill. They've got bot inhib. Wunder's pushing into the base. 4-man topside. So on the next top wave, I think G2 can start pushing into the Nexus towers.
Should have the freedom to do so. Looks like they're going to try to collapse on Wonder, but that doesn't seem like a winning proposition at this stage of the game. Sadly, it's just a matter of choosing which inhibitor do you want to give up first. G2 continuing the pressure game, can play this one out nice and slow. Mad Lions just going to look, just going to try to fish for a fight, to find an opportunity maybe to turn this around in their favor.
Looks like G2 is going to back off here and try and play on the mid wave. They've got 2 inhibs on both sides. Wonder didn't manage to get the bot one. It's around 1 HP. As Elyoya gets a 2-man sleep.
Sleep going to be big. Cleanse out from Caps, though. Now immediately the engage is now coming in. Armut, though, getting shredded down, but managing to survive. Kaiser's taking down Mickey. That's a good start to the fight, but not enough for Mad Lions quite yet. Gold card blocked out by the Zhonyas. Now the body slam in. Wonder knocking him back to the rest of the team, but no! Oh, no, the barrel knocks him in, but it's Armut who manages to take down Jankos. G2 a bit too greedy there on that one. Humanoid playing with fire to step forward here, but if Caps is not careful, Humanoid most certainly can just try to take him down. That's going to be the Gale Force. That's going to be the leap in, but not quite enough damage. No! Oh, folks, and that's why you do not skip math class.
Caps just about lives. I'm curious what HP he has. Mad Lions used all their abilities on the 2 members of G2, Jankos and Mickey, the frontliners.
In 43 now, but that's like after 10 seconds. Thank you, observers, but man.
He must have been around 10 HP. That was crazy. As Rekkles picks up Elyoya as well. Rekkles is... Mickey X.
I mean, to be fair though, Mad Lions earned that one. After the Blast cone, after the Dragon Steal, they earned a little bit of something back, and that looks like it was it.
Yeah,
so.
We've seen a glimpse of it all this game. The Blast cones, the HPs. Humanoid.
This is not the play that you want to be making. Hello, gold card, goodbye, Humanoid. That's desperation right there.
Yeah. He knew the game was kind of over if G2 starts sieging. I think he tried to find a pick. He probably only had vision on one, saw the second, and then regrets his decision as soon as he was flying to the air.
And sadly for Humanoid, the second time that he's kind of overextended in these scenarios. Yep. First one a little less forgivable. This one obviously have to make the desperation plays because as you can see, there's really no surviving up against this G2 lineup. Oh, there you go. Wonder
going for the combo.
Clean setup. Mickey with the follow-up as well. Caps and Rekkles pulling back, peeling back as they get the front line that they need to continue to throwing down damage. Oyo gonna run for his life. Rekkles now legendary in his first game. And sadly, that Zanya's is just a delayed death sentence as Mickey is gonna go down in the end to the Fountain Tower. But there we are. Game 1 of the LEC. It was an absolute fight fest. But G2 Esports in the end are gonna come out on top 23 kills to 9 as they find their first win.